So the House is coming back at 4 p.m. Eastern today, and they're going to vote on this Senate-passed resolution to fund the government. Okay, we know that 8 Democrats sided with Republicans to fund and pass and open the government. Well, this isn't the end of it. There are more steps to this equation. The House is going to be able to amend this legislation. Now, when they amend it, what are they going to add? Well, we're hearing from Hakeem Jeffries, the House Minority Leader, that he intends to try to get an amendment that would extend the Affordable Care Act subsidies by 3 years. Now, is it going to pass? Who knows? But there is a good chance it might, because Republicans have been taking a lot of heat about health care, and they knew that they were losing the shutdown fight over the Affordable Care Act and the subsidies. Now, they do not have a plan to replace the Affordable Care Act. The 2 things that they have floated so far have been, well, come up with something better, and Donald Trump's plan of getting rid of the Affordable Care Act subsidies and sending everybody a direct check. Well, that only works if you turn around and then still use that money to pay the higher premiums and the subsidies. It doesn't solve anything. Not to mention, a lot of times those direct checks end up being considered taxable by the IRS. So then you actually end up even worse off than you were before. So they don't have a plan. And this may be the best plan for them, that if they kick the can down the road 3 years, well, that sets it up for, what would that be, 28, right before the presidential election, that they would have expired, or they would expire in 28. They would have to do something ahead of the next president taking over in 29. So with all that being said, the House is going to be amending this thing. We don't know what the final bill is going to look like. And when it does get passed in the House, it will, if there are already changes, it will go back to the Senate and have to get voted on there. This is far from over. And maybe ultimately Democrats did the right thing by kicking it back to the House and having them come up with an amendment to put on for the ACA. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if this ends up being the right move. I've been thinking that this may be how it ultimately plays out, that they get it tacked on there and then Donald Trump signs it, because he gets the win for opening the government. And while he can say he doesn't like the Affordable Care Act subsidies, he can say, well, it's the best option I've got right now, but we're going to work on fixing it later. Something like that. He can spin it and save face. So they're going to get back to work. The House is going to work on amending this bill. We'll see what the final draft looks like and how things change before it goes back to the Senate.